Okay. All right. Happy effing New Year.
Okay, you know, this is one of these, right?
Okay.
This is the first week of January.
When she puts Bailey's in her coffee.
No. When we have, if you've ever been to one of my workshops, you know that we have a little red egg cup. I don't know if you can see that there, with the chocolate chips. And you have this with more chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips. Yay. And we have caffeine.
Yes, because in the first week of January, we need the caffeine. We need yet more sugar.
More sugar and energy.
Yes. Because what are we going to do? What is that dreaded letter, Patty, that we're going to do now?
It's the dreaded P word, which is called planning.
Yes.
Planning. It's the time of year. Now is the time.
Now, if you're still with us and you haven't shut this thing off, it's not going to be that bad.
No,
No.
it's not.
Because
it's not procrastinating. The P word is
we
not
didn't say what it was.
procrastination. It's planning. It's planning. And you have to.
And you know what's funny? I said to her, "You're the queen of planning," and she's saying to me, "No, I'm not. I'm actually the one in my family that isn't." And I said, "It must be a very small little plan because, yeah."
I'd rather do stuff. I said, plan. Okay, let's do it. Plan. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, but it's good to, one of my favorite, my Pattyism is slow down to go faster. And as they say, you teach what you have to learn.
Exactly.
So now is the week. This first week of January, slow down and effing plan.
And you know what else? You have to do it in the right garb. You got the Christmas jammies going on, right?
Yeah, we had a sleepover, and so we're ready to.
Yes.
We've procrastinated long enough. We have to do this.
Okay, there actually are 2 P words. Other than Patty, there's 3. There's Patty, and there's procrastinating, and there's planning. So we did the procrastinating, a couple of days have gone by since New Year's Eve, and you're sitting there and you're going, oh my God, I really got to do it now. I got to make some money.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to clean it up and make it simple. Right?
Okay.
So the first piece that I want to talk about is, what happens when you're looking back at the past year in your business. And there are things that went well, and there's things that didn't go so well. And very often the things that didn't go so well, or even if they did go well, they often end up being one-offs, What I'm getting at is what you really need to do in terms of the planning is you need to do what you love, right? You need to do what you love, but you also need to know what your goal is. So I always think it's kind of like that, that umbrella kind of idea, your overarching,
the vision of where you want to go.
Yeah, the vision and the goal of that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're going to potentially do this year what you might have done last year, which is a bunch of little one-offs that you could have, offered a certain kind of workshop, and then maybe you could have offered an online course or something for the next step for those people. But maybe it's not really what you wanted to do. So,
because the distinction is that something that you might be good at and you've done in your past is what you need to get your business off the ground. But you find out, I've done 25 years of that. I don't want to do that anymore.
Exactly.
Like I've sold stuff all my life, and now I don't want to sell. Yeah. Except for myself, I don't want to sell stuff for other people.
Exactly.
Even though I'm really good at it, but I want to teach others.
Exactly. Well, this has happened to me. I've done trainings and different things. And, it's like, because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
I'm a really good writer and editor, but maybe I want to do it a different way. So really think about what that thing is and what you want to do in your business this year, because you got to have a goal. You got to have something to shoot for. And then all the planning goes under that.
That's right.
Right?
So you've got, that's the whole thing of having your own business. Do what you love and get paid for, because that's where the true enthusiasm, the passion will come out, because you have to, get renewed every so often. You can't do the same thing unless you're totally in love with what you do, because just because you're good at it doesn't mean you have to keep on doing it. So sometimes it means firing the wrong clients that you have. If they're not bringing you pleasure, I've met so many entrepreneurs where they go, yeah, it makes me money, but they drag me down. And when they drag you down, that drags your whole business down.
Yeah.
So that's part of the thing is, who do you need to fire? What products or services do you need to get rid of?
Yeah.
And do what you love.
Yeah, and you may need to fire an old version of you.
Oh.
This is the really important piece too, because you might be the imposter in your own business. This might be you not being, are you pointing at me?
Me. I'm pointing fingers at myself.
Right? So you might need to fire yourself if you were out there trying to do something that wasn't really what you wanted, or that you were listening to somebody else's advice. That's a really, really, oh my God, if there's anything you take away from this, it's keep your money in your pocket.
Oh.
Because here's the deal, right? If you have planned based on what you really want to do, obviously there has to be a market. but have that goal in mind, then you're less likely to jump this year for all of those other online courses and offers that have the fabulous answer for you. When you know what you're doing and you know where you're going,
you don't need.
You're not going to
know it. You already know what you need to do.
And you're not going to jump for all those silly. They're not silly, but I mean, out of alignment with you.
Well, the magic formulas. There is no magic formula. There's no fairy dust that will make you a millionaire yesterday.
Exactly.
If that's the one thing that we've said from the beginning of the first show is that. It's hard work, but with enthusiasm, passion, love, and endurance and persistence, you too can be an overnight success in 5 or 10 years.
Exactly. And the other piece that we always say in the show, this comes from you being real, being who you actually are. So that's what we're saying, right? So have that goal, know really what you want, and then all of the items that you're going to do, all of the things you're going to roll out this year will support that. And you'll know if you're getting tempted to do something and you go, does that support my vision? Does that support where I want to get to by December of this year? Mm-hmm. And think about it. Listen to your gut. Don't think, actually. Listen to your gut. Yeah. If it feels off, it is.
Yeah. And then to get a little practical, and it's my MBA coming out. We love numbers and spreadsheets. Okay. Well, what I do is I copy last year's spreadsheet. And it's fairly simple. It's by month, and I put in my target income that I want to achieve that month, and then I break it down by the products and services that will help me reach that goal.
Yeah.
And so if you're sort of changing who you are and how you make your money, you can say, okay, I've got this new product and service, but I can't launch it for another 3 months, so I won't make any income for 5 months. So that you can put in your plan. You go, so how am I going to pay my bills?
Yeah.
So it's a very simple structure. I track actuals versus budget just to keep track of how much money I'm making each month. Mm-hmm. Fairly simple thing, but it's what you measure gets done.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other piece we were talking about, right, Patty, is that there may be a time, I mean, this plan, this vision and this plan you have for this thing you really want to do this year, that all those ducks are going to line up underneath, all those products and offerings you're going to do, you may still have to do some of the things that you're really good at, but you might not absolutely love, just to get money in the bank.
Until you're sort of a juggle, right?
Yeah.
You're sort of doing stuff in parallel.
Yeah.
And then every month you review your plan. And so the last day of each month is review your plan. Mm-hmm. How did you do? And what do you have to do? So if you didn't make as much money this month, what are you going to do for this month? Because you have to up it by whatever percentage you didn't make. So you keep on track. So
And this isn't a letter P, but make sure you have an accountability buddy or a friend. One of the things that really helps, I think, this get off track for all of us, right?
A mastermind.
Because we work in isolation so much as business owners, as entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So do it virtually, do a Zoom session every week.
It is a P word. It is a P word. Peer pressure. It works. It actually works. Remember in high school?
You know what I would call it? I got one.
What?
Peer punting.
Punting.
Because you're punting. Isn't that this might be sports.
Punting is stuff you do in England on the
river. But they have that stick.
The stick, yeah.
So you're gradually moving yourself forward, and your peers are doing it. It's a double P. Okay, look, too much coffee.
Punting football. You punch footballs, too. Anyways, we're obviously not sports people, but take
peers,
our advice.
Peers. Take the third one as a peer. Have a peer.
Peer pressure.
No. Okay.
She said she needed a kick in the butt. So yeah,
I got it last year.
Yeah, last year. Okay.
But what I'm saying, okay, look, guys, what we're saying is P is also for peers. So have support on this because this is a pile of work you're doing. Putting this little spreadsheet together, she makes it sound like nothing. But
it's just numbers.
It's a little bit of effort, right? But putting it together, make sure you have somebody.
If you want a copy of my spreadsheet, just ask for it down below in the comments, and I'm happy to send it to you. It's pretty generic, and it's all set up, and you just sort of plug in what your business model is and how are you going to make your money, and it all adds up, and hopefully it's plus. There's a plus sign in front of it.
One of those?
Sure. Yes. Okay. Anyway,
I have one of those.
Happy New Year.
Happy first week of January.
Yes.
But seriously, spend some time. Make sure you're doing what you really want to do.
Exactly.
And make sure you have a vision and a plan. And it doesn't have to be super involved. Patty's going to help you with that.
Yep. Ask for my spreadsheet.
The details.
What are we speaking about? What's our next episode? It's a surprise.
I think it is a surprise.
It is for both of us, too.
What we're going to do.
We're going to plan.
And we have peer support, so it's going to be incredible. And we have this dog under here.
I know.
Who's gorgeous.
That's right.
So, who's going to inspire us. So anyway.
We will have a plan by next week. So stay tuned. Like, comment, share, and we'll see you next week.
Tell us what you're planning.
Yeah. And we'll keep you accountable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ciao, guys.
Bye. Happy New Year.